Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to share with you how I remove my makeup and the skincare that I've been using in the evenings. So if this is something that you're interested in, I really would appreciate you sticking around. So I feel that in the last 6 to 8 months, I have simplified my evening routine quite a bit. I have cut down on the amount of acids and things that I've been using on my face. I feel like they were drying me out too much, making me peel. So I have scaled down a little bit and I'm only trying to use those products that I really feel like they're making a difference in my skincare. So I'm going to start by removing my makeup. I love using a cleansing balm. Right now I have the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This was sent to me and PR by LMS. And I thought it was very nice for them to do that. And as you can see, I have used quite a bit of it. I do enjoy this cleansing balm. I think it's a really nice one. It's one that does a great job of removing my makeup and it doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't make them blurry. It has like the scent, it is scented and it's kind of like between herbal and a little bit of citrusy, I feel like. It's not anything that bothers me, but it is scented if this is something that you don't like. One that is not scented that I have used before is the one from e.l.f. That one does a great job of removing your makeup. It is not scented, but I feel like even though it's a lot less expensive, you don't get that much product. You only get like 2 ounces of product. So you really have to figure out if it's cost effective for you or not. I feel like 2 ounces is really not much, and you can probably get something from another brand that brings a little more and be a little more cost effective. So you have to look at the total picture when you're paying for a product. It's not necessarily the price, but how much are you getting for what you're paying for. So I'm going very gentle over my mascara, and today I'm using the mascara from Lancome, the new one that is like a curl mascara. And that one, I need to work a little more on removing it. I mean, it removes with a cleanser fine, but you do have to kind of work a little more. So I do have a container with water here. And I have a makeup eraser. And that's what I'm going to use to remove this. A lot of people remove their makeup with just a makeup eraser. They don't use any product. I just don't feel, and it may just be me, I just don't feel like that's enough for me. I need to have some type of cleanser, and I do like to double cleanse. So that's just something that I've always done. I don't feel like just a makeup eraser cleans me enough. And I'm sure it probably does. They're supposed to work that way, that if you wet it, that's all you need to remove your makeup. But for some reason, I just don't feel like that works for me. That is pretty much most of my makeup has been removed. I'm going to take a cotton square, and the eye makeup remover that I'm using at the time is a Clinique Take the Day Off. I really enjoy this one and the one from Lancome. They're both pretty pricey, so I try to get it whenever they're on sale. But I feel like these are gentle, but they do an amazing job of removing my eye makeup. So what I like to do is, once most of it has been removed, with the cleansing balm, I like to go back and remove anything that's left over of my mascara. As you can see, there's still a little bit left. The cleansing balm did remove the majority of it. And I am going gentle. I'm not rubbing my eyes really hard. I really try not to lose any lashes, so I try to be as gentle as I possibly can. I baby my lashes. Now the cleanser that I have been loving is the one from Prequel, and this is called the Cleanser, and it's a glycolic cleanser. I really do enjoy this. It has a nice pump, and I usually pump about that much. You really don't need much. A little goes a long ways. And I just put it all over my face. Usually I'm doing this by the sink or when I'm taking a shower, and I kind of like wet my hands a little more, and then I lather this up. But since I am doing it over here, and I just have like a big container of water here, a bowl of water. So I'm gonna take my wet makeup eraser. I rinsed it, and I'm just going to remove this with it. And I'm gonna do this a couple of times to make sure that all the cleanser is off my face. And I like to go down my neck to make sure that the skincare that I applied earlier and the sunscreen is removed. This cleanser is very gentle, but it does an amazing job of removing your makeup. You get a lot of product for the money. You get 13.5 ounces, and this I believe is like $17, but you do get a lot. You can find it on their website or at Target, whatever is more convenient for you. They do have a couple of different ones, but I like this one with the glycolic acid. Okay, I'm going to rinse this and do it just one more time just to make sure that all the cleanser has been removed. Okay, now this one's dry, clean and dry. So I'm just going to go over it gently just to make sure that my face is not overly wet. The first thing I'm going to use is a lash serum. I always use a lash serum. And one of the ones that I like the most is the Grande Lash. Now, I did run out of that one and I switched it to Neolastin. I received this one in a beauty box. And the only thing with the Grande Lash, once I use like a tube of it, then I feel like I have to switch it up. For the next tube has to be something different because it does stop working on me. So I had this one. This one had really good reviews and I decided to go ahead and use it. So the only thing is with this one, you have to use it AM and PM, and the Grande Lash, you only have to use it at night. With no makeup, no skincare. So you have to make sure that all your makeup, like your mascara, has been removed and before you apply any skincare. But so another product that I have been using, I'm always trying to do something to fade my dark spots. And this is a new product. Well, this is the second tube that I've been using, but this is new from Edam. And this is called the Mark Advanced Dark Spot Concentrate. It has tranexamic acid, alpha-arbutin, and ginseng flower. So it's supposed to be really good. It has really good reviews. I feel like it has faded my dark spots. And the reason I say that is because when I apply foundation, I feel like I don't have to wear as much foundation to cover it up. Am I going to be able to fade them all the way? No. I'm just trying to fade them a little bit. These, there's no way that without professional help, I'm going to be able to remove these. But if I can just fade them a little bit so that when I wear my foundation, you know, it looks a little better, I'm happy with that. And I feel that like it has done that. So I'm definitely going to buy a backup during the Sephora sale. This is $38 for half an ounce. So it is not cheap, but I have spent so much money on different products for my face to fade these spots that, you know, I'm just trying. So this is, it's like a cream, like a thicker cream, and you're just supposed to rub it on your skin until it gets absorbed. It absorbs pretty quickly, and you're supposed to do it as the first step right after you cleanse your skin. And you're supposed to use it AM and PM, and you use SPF because of the product that it has in it. You're supposed to use SPF in the morning when you use it. All right, so that is a product that I've been using for about 5 months. So the first one lasted about 3 months, and this one is like, I would say it's gonna last another month. So one little tube is gonna last you about 3 months. I only use it on my cheeks and this spot that I have here. I don't use it all over my face because I really don't have any spots on my forehead and like on my chin or anything like that. So I'm using it where most of the spot is. Okay, so another product that I've been using for the longest time is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. And this is a really, really good serum. I love this serum. If you happen to suffer from milia, if you get milia easily from products or skincare, this will help you get rid of it. So I like to use it just to prevent from getting milia. So I'm trying to use this in the areas where I didn't apply the Edam. So I like to put it on my temples because I do have a little bit of texture there. This is not scented, but this is a really nice product. And it's, again, it's not cheap, but sometimes you can get it on sale. During the holidays, you can get some really good deals, and that's where I normally try to stack up on my expensive products when you can get them at for a good price. But I really do enjoy that. I've been using that for a long time, and I found that sometimes if I get a milia, it does take a little while for it to work removing the milia, but it does remove it. The eye cream that I'm currently using is the one from Lipid Gold from the brand Stradia. And this is one that I purchased a while back. I like the one from In Beauty, but I'm out of that, so I'm waiting for the Sephora sale so I can repurchase it. I will link it below. It's the one that has vitamin C in it. I really enjoy that one. I think it's a really, really nice one. The nice thing is that you can buy the first package and then you can get refills for that afterwards. So this one, I like to put it all over the eye area and also around my brow bone and around the orbital bone right here. I've been using skincare for the last, well, since I was like 18, 19 years old. And every eye cream that I use, whether it says that you can use it on your eyelid or not, I have always used it on my eyelid. I never get it close enough so that it can go in my eye, but I always use it on my eyelid because I feel like your eyelids need that moisture. If you don't put anything on your eyelids, eventually they're going to get wrinkly and crepey. So when I apply my skincare, I try to do it so that I give whatever product I'm applying a little bit of time to absorb into my skin before I apply the next product. I'm doing it a little faster now because I'm doing a video, but as you can see, I put my serum on and then I kind of did my eye cream to give the serum time to be absorbed into my skin. So the eye cream is supposed to strengthen the skin around your eyes and also brighten your under eye. For my moisturizer, what I have been using is the Prequel. This is the one that has 1% colloidal oatmeal. And this is really good. It's a Barrier rich skin protecting cream. And you can use it on your face or body. It has skin physiological lipid complex of ceramides, fatty acids, and cholesterol. It optimizes the rate of skin lipids composition and it improves the moisture balance. So it is a skin barrier. I really do enjoy that. So I take about this much and it looks thick, but once you start putting it on your skin, it really doesn't feel that thick. And what I've been doing is I've been mixing the Prequel 0.2% retinol gel. And what I do is I'm almost out. I squeeze like a couple of pumps and I mix them together. And twice a week, instead of using the retinol, I use my Retin-A. I do the same thing. I mix it with the moisturizer. I don't use it straight on my face anymore. I've been using it with a moisturizer. Now this retinol is gentle enough that I can use it on my neck and chest. I cannot use any acids or my Retin-A on my chest or neck. It will get really irritated, almost like burn. I get a really bad red rash and it hurts. And it takes a while for it to heal. So I definitely do not use that. Whatever's left on my hands, I like to use it on my elbows and on the back of my hands. Everything that goes on my face, whatever's left on my hands, it always goes on my elbows and the back of my hands. And I do try to work it in my face, kind of massage it in. And I usually apply my skincare at least an hour or two before bedtime. So by the time I go to bed, everything has been absorbed. I feel like if you put it on just before you go to bed, and I'm a side sleeper, it's all going to be taken off by your pillow. So I feel like if you put it on a little earlier than that, it's going to be absorbed into your skin. And that way you get the most benefit. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my way of thinking. So normally, like after I have dinner, I'll wash my face, I take all my makeup off, and then around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I do my skincare. By the time I go to bed, the only thing I have to reapply is just my lip mask. And now the last step that I do on my face is I've been loving this Laneige Bouncy Firm Eye Sleeping Mask. This is really, really nice. This is something that I must have received in either a Sephora favorites or a box or something, because I know I didn't buy this. And this is like a jelly. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost like a jelly. And it feels very nice and cooling under your eyes. But it doesn't, even though it looks thick, I mean, it definitely feels like you are applying a product under your eyes. But I feel like it gets absorbed in your skin. And I do take it into my temple, again, my orbital bone. But this is so nice, and I really feel like it has helped the dryness under my eyes. I've told you guys before, for probably the last 18 months to 2 years, that has been my biggest complaint. I never really had dry under eyes. And as I have gotten older, I'm 70 years old, my under eyes have really become the driest part of my face. The rest of my face is normal. I have a oily T-zone, especially in the summers here in Florida. But my under eyes are absolutely very dry. But this has really helped. You only use this at night. I think it will be way too heavy to use it during the day. It does take a few minutes for it to get absorbed into your skin. And then the last step that I use is just, you guys should know by now, you should be able to say it with me, my Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. And the one I'm using right now is Sweet Daisy. And I have used every flavor that they have. This one is like a really light pink. It's got a little bit of shimmer, but I don't think you can see it. And I'm pretty generous. It smells like sugar, but it's not overly scented. But you do, I mean, if you put it up to your nose, you do smell like a little bit of like sugar. It feels amazing on the lips. When you first start using this, it feels a little cooling. It doesn't burn, but I feel like you can feel the cooling, plumping part of it. But I'm so used to it now, I don't even feel it. And I always go outside on my lips because I want to make sure that the lines around the outside of the lips are moisturized and hydrated. So yeah, I may look funny with shiny outside the lips, but that's okay. I feel like this really helps reduce the lines on your lips, and I truly do believe that it has helped my lips be plumper. I have really thin lips, but I feel like they were a lot thinner before I started using this. I've been using this for probably 3 years. And this is the one. I've tried other ones. I've tried Laneige. I've tried expensive ones. And nothing works like this. So normally what I do is, like, if I need one during the Sephora sale, I'll buy some. But normally around the holidays, they have like a 25 or 30% off on the Lawless website. And that's when I stock up. I buy several so that I give them as a gift to my daughter, my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter. I'm the biggest fan. I absolutely love these. So this is it, guys. This is what I use at night. And like I said, the only time that it varies is when I replace my retinol with a Retin-A. But otherwise, everything else is the same. If I find that I'm having a specific problem, I may switch it up to fix that one problem. But my skin pretty much stays the same all the time. I really don't have that many problems with my skin. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using. If you by any chance are using an amazing product that you would like to share with me, just let me know. I may be curious enough to try it. But I think it's important to use moisturizer because you need to take care of your skin. If you don't take care of your skin, if you don't prep your skin at night and during the day, your makeup is not going to look nice. The canvas has to look nice before the paint can go on it, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you have not subscribed, I hope that you do so. And if you come back for every single video, I really love you and appreciate it. I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.